Hi, Julie Torrens here. So we started out working on my junk journal. And if you missed that, I am making a journal made out of the true junk. I went to my mailbox the other day and there was so much junk mail that it fell out of the box. And I thought it is time to make a junk journal. So since our last video, the only thing I did was I trimmed the width this way so that they would fit inside the cover that I made. And I took and I saved those. So I'm going to take this, set it aside. Those are my two signatures that are made with junk mail and more. And I'll talk about that soon. This is my cover. The only thing that I did to the cover, this paper is super absorbent. And so I put two more coats of Mod Podge, and it's the mate, and that has it feeling like one coat on other papers, but I'm pretty satisfied with that. The other side of the cover is just book page, and I did that because I wanted it, number one, to strengthen it, but the Mod Podge has really strengthened it. And I wanted both the Mod Podge and the paper to really seal in the stitching. So there we go so far. I think I've caught you up. Now, with those trimmings, here they are. That's what this pile was when you first walked in. These are the trimmings. I need to make ephemera. My ephemera containers are empty. So what I did, I've got this saved up. Now here, I have a bag of scraps. And I'm just going to add this to my scraps because I think using the scraps of the scraps is fine in a junk journal. And I'm just making up these things on my own. You know, I'm just, you make your junk journals with what you have and what's comfortable for you. This is what's comfortable for me right now. I'm not saying I might change the rules as we go. We'll see. Now, while I was going through leftovers, and these were things that I had pulled out and set aside for projects, and then it didn't end up in the project. So I'm using that kind of stuff up because I've got one of these, two of those. It's perfect for a junk journal. I pulled this out to use just as, you know, regular book page as we do, but it came out whole. That's unusual. So I've been saving it, wanting to use it in a journal because I can put the music in whole and I can put it in right side up instead of sideways. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just going to reinforce this because obviously this is pretty frail. So I'm going to take that same, and this is again falling under my category of junk journal. This is some washi tape that I bought not that long ago, and it has like next to no stick. So I thought, yeah, let's use that in a junk journal. I don't mind it. I mean, it's pretty, but it just has like no stick. I mean, it doesn't even stick to itself. So I'm going to add some glue stick to it. And I'm going to put some of that just to reinforce it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is my junk journal is junk mail. That's the bulk of it. But it's also, as I said, things that kind of my misfits. Leftovers from here, leftovers from there, and I just want to use it up. It's not enough to file away in its own category type of thing. It's like I said, you know, I have one page of music like this. Well, we're going to remedy that. Instead of trying to find a specific place to put this, I am just going to use it in my junk journal. I think that the whole idea of junk journals is fabulous. Now, we've kind of adopted, at least in the sites, in the blogs, in the things like that that I read, they're calling a lot of things junk journal. And I do too. But I think the original premise was making a journal out of things that you otherwise would throw away and, repurpose, reuse, recycle type of mentality. So that's what I'm attempting with this project. And I hope you consider coming along with me. I think it's going to be fun. Now, I don't mind folding these over if they will, instead of trimming them. Just that one doesn't want to fold. Like I said, you don't have to worry about this washi tape sticking where you don't want it to stick. It won't. I don't know what happened. I mean, it has a little bit of tact. I can't say that it missed the whole tacking process. It's got, but it's not even as sticky as a Post-it, truly. All right, I'm going to give this a fold, and I'm just going to set it with those other two signatures, and that's going to go in my journal somewhere. Okay, so the other thing I got out, I had some blanks, I call them, or bases, some people call them, and like this with this. I made these from masterboards. I had put them under a couple of very old, heavy wooden candle holders, huge candle holders, and they're very heavy. I forgot about them. So now this journal is long gone. And I thought, okay. Again, the colors are awfully specific. I'm not saying the colors are bad, but they're very specific. And I thought, let's use it in the junk journal. So what this is what I call a zigzag pocket. And it's where I take a square sheet of something. In this case, it was a one-sided piece of scrapbook paper. And I went ahead and cut it on a diagonal corner to corner. And then I decorated one side using acrylics and stamps and all that kind of thing. And I turned it, this piece got turned into a zigzag pocket that I never used. Shame, huh? Because it's pretty. So into the junk journal it's going to go. Now I have another one just like it right here. It's going the other way. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it together. So see, it's just this, and I know that's not a true triangle, but whatever you call this in geometry. See, scrapbook paper and then masterboard. And I'm going to glue it down and turn it into a pocket. It's a double pocket. It's fun. And I'm using my art glitter glue. Did I do this part of it? I don't remember. Well, we'll find out if everything falls out of the pocket. I remember doing it for the smaller point, this point, but I don't think I did. Oh, Julie, quit fretting about it. You get this one done and I can just go back and check. It's no big deal. Nobody's grading my performance, I hope. I guess you all do when you hit the like and subscribe. So I got some more analytics. We get analytics, like our performance in a week, our performance in a month. And I'm still running a very high number of viewers that are not subscribed. And I'm getting ready to have a giveaway because I'm coming up. See, I did not glue this. I'm coming up on 1,000 subscribers. And if you're a YouTube creator, yes, you get monetized through YouTube. But my understanding, I mean, obviously I've not been monetized in that way for the ads, but that really doesn't come up to a lot of income. But it does open the doors for other things, like if you want to be an affiliate and things like that. They want to know that you have at least 1,000 subscribers. So that's why I know it's going to open other doors. Okay, I'm going to set these aside, but we'll come back and decorate them. But this is so shiny and all from the acrylic paint. I just want the art glitter glue to have a chance to set. Now here's same thing, masterboard, and I have this strip that was just laying around. So I thought, okay, well, we can decorate this. Do you know what I didn't bring to the table? I'll get it in a minute. I didn't bring any ink. Oh, I have to go get it now. You can wait, it's right here behind me, just out of reach. And I'm just grabbing the top 4. I'm grabbing the top 4. Okay. Now, I've got my inking sponges right here. And I grabbed purple. I grabbed the browns. I grabbed the red. And I grabbed what? Sepia, another brown. All right, that ought to do us. Okay, moving on, moving on. I also have a bunch of ephemera. A little of this, a little of that, left over. I'm going to turn this into a tag. What do you say? 2 tags? 2 small tags? Let's do that. Okay. You talked me into it. I have these little bits, well, I guess they're not ephemera, they're embellishments. And I just have a little bit of this and that, like some left over from the bee journal, some left over from the traveling steampunk, some left over from winter. So I just want to maybe use some of that up. And I thought, well, okay, junk journal, right? Again, it's not junk, but is it worth having a big old container with 2 birds and a heart? You know, I'm going to go with purple to ink up the edges of this. I think purple and pink look nice together, don't you? So how are you? How are things in your world? What's on your crafting table? I have never made a junk journal before, so I'm kind of excited. And I don't intend on it to be like, you know, a writing journal. I'm thinking of this to be more of an art journal as I go along with it. I mean, that's kind of what's in my mind, but I guess we're just going to have to see what unfolds, right? I'm setting the ink down. Okay. Now, like I said, here, bee journal, lots of leftover bee stuff. Like here. Okay, that's a gorgeous bee. Can we do another bee? Let's see. I've got this little bee and this little bee. Okay, I like that. And then let's see what I've got in flowers, which you know, I have a lot of flowers. So let's get digging down into the flowers. Now this is butterflies, but it's got a lot of leaves in it. This is my autumn flowers, but it's the big things. We're working on a tiny. All right, this is autumn flowers. Let's see. Okay, this bee could use a bigger flower, I think. Perfect. With a leaf. I don't think that's too big. I like it. And we'll put the bee with this. And then these 2 little guys. Let's get a couple of flowers. Like that. Okay. And then maybe just 1 leaf. And then we'll put the bees on. What do you say? I think that's good. Okay, I'm trying not to crowd my desk so much. And yet with a junk journal, I think it's going to be hard. Put this here. But I think that this is just Julie. When you're trying to watch a video and the desk is so chaotic that it's hard to see what the person's trying to show you. And I fear that can be me all over the place. So I'm just really trying to keep you up close as I can, because the closer I bring you, the smaller my work area becomes. But there's no point in having you up on the ceiling and you can't see anything. Okay, and now we've got 2 little bees. You know what I didn't bring? It's okay. I didn't bring a container for what we get done. Let's put this guy up here. And this little guy, using the Uhu glue stick. Okay, that's sweet. I like it. All right, well, I don't want to put it out of my reach because we want to look at it when we're done. Oh, Julie, Julie, Julie. I know what to do. I've got us. Okay, this one. So if you have made a true blue junk journal, I want to know about it. If you're a video creator and you've created a junk journal on your channel, let me know because I want to go watch it. I'm not watching it because I want to steal your ideas. I may be inspired, but it's always fascinating to see everyone's interpretation. Okay, I like that. I'm just trying to decide if that bee, I have so much light, I get a lot of reflection. I think he's okay. If he isn't, I can always outline him later. Let's just get him on there. Oops, I squashed one of his legs. Well, we'll fix it. Sometimes when you have little bits that want to stick out, the glue stick will catch them and kind of gouge. All right, let's get this on. Okay, that looks good. Yep. And then I can always take like a black marker or maybe a colored pencil, a watercolor pencil, outline it, and that'll help him to stand out. When we're using it, we'll decide. Okay, what's next? We'll go back to these. I think they've had a minute to rest. Okay, how about, because kind of smallish areas, right? I've got these butterflies that we just saw. I kind of like the orange on the pink. I kind of like it a lot. Let's do that. I've got a little sprig. It doesn't necessarily need a flower, right? Yeah, see, I like that. All right, let's do that here. And you know, this is a pocket, this is a pocket. So when we put things in it, it'll kind of get covered up, but that's okay. All right, leaf. And a little sprig. I like these sprigs. Now, boy, you really have to be careful. I'll be very careful with the glue stick because those leaves will pull right off. And I tried to make them big enough that you could fussy cut them because that's from one of my collections. I think that's from summer, because the fall ones are fall colored. The winter ones are in the winter colorway, so. All right. I'm going to tuck him under a little bit. And then I think my markers, you don't mind if I stand up, do you? You reach a marker. Sorry, I know, wiggle, wiggle. But I want to get the antenna in, because I cut off the antenna. I don't fussy cut antenna. Is that good? I think so. Okay, we'll just save that marker. Now, here and here. All right, let's get a little flower. I know I've got some little ones. Right, like that. I like the pink. It brings out that pink. All right, leaves. Yes, that will do fine. We are on day 3 in a row of severe clear skies and sunshine. We still have snow on the ground, but you know, we had, 24 inches. I'm not exaggerating. If it isn't that, it's something near that. So the snow is like off the grass and things, but it's still clinging to where they piled it up for snow removal. So yeah, we still have that. We could do another butterfly. Why not? Oh, see, I think I love this colors that we've got going on. I love the orange, and there is a little bit of orange in there. All right. But this time, let's give him a flower. And let's go with orange. How about, to kind of remind us of that flower underneath. And a little leaf of some description. I'm going to put the leaf up towards this corner now. That'll be fine. Yes, so, boy, sounds real sophisticated. Yes. So the sun has been out, and, I love the sun. I do. But I was just feeling so welcoming, like I was seeing a drink after I hadn't had a drop to drink in 30 days. And, I thought, wow, even to myself, I'm thinking, wow. Well, my daughter-in-law, she's a geologist, and she's into a lot of, the nature, the weather, that kind of thing. She looked it up, and we had in the month of January only 1 day of sun, 30 days of cloudy. That is not unusual for where we live. I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Not unusual, but it kind of explained to me why I was just overly exuberant about having sunshine. I mean, I'm ready to go to Lake Michigan. And that's not far from me. I'm just ready to go walk on the beach and see if there's some, beach combing to do, stuff like that. Okay, I'm seeing some stuff right here. What did I bring of leftovers? Let's see. I'm looking. Sorry, just hang with me. Oh. Do I have any in here? Like some little labels. This all looks pretty big. But I do have some faux postage. It's very winter with butterflies. That's an unusual combination. I know it's a junk journal, but I'd like to have some sanity. I pulled out these stickers because I have had these stickers maybe a year and I have not used them. And I thought, well, let's junk journal with them. These look like little tickets, so I'm not going to do that. This is bloody red, not going to do that. This is just more of like my thing, not going to do that. Now, what about these purple things? Purple or yellow is what's left. All right, let's look at purple. See if I can find a little something, even if I have to cut it to make it small enough. Okay, now, see like this. I like it. It's kind of a shiny sticker, but we're gonna go with it. Now, I want to put these back because they're slippery and they'll just go everywhere. And I can't figure out the package, of course. There we go. All right, in the bag. Like I said, I've had these for a year at least. Okay, I know I want to cut the stem off. Scissors. Just about cut the stem off. I'm looking for my little container of pins. I see it, but maybe, do you think I can do it without? I see so many of you guys open your stickers without. How do you do it? Yeah, that's about as long as anyone wants to see me do that. Let's get a pin. Let's get a pin. I just bought these because I was running very low of stainless steel, and I need stainless steel to go in my art glitter glue or else they rust and then your glue turns brown. I'm trying, folks. Oh, this has to work. Maybe that's why they've been around for a year. It's all about me. Oh, I had it. I'm sorry. Try again. Have it again. Yay. Okay. There. Amen. Put this in the done pile. Did you want to see it? There. Not nice. Okay. Now, I'm just going right in order of this stack. Piece of a piece of scrapbook paper, Tim Holtz. Had it for years. This has been floating around in my scraps of cardstock for so long. We're going to go with this side. And we're going to start off with some scraps that I have of book page. Let's find, here, hang on. We've got this. How about pulling out some scraps of the pieces that came out of my, oh, I like this. The pieces that came out of my junk journal pages. It could still use some contrast. That's okay. Let's get some contrast. Because I like that color with that color. I'm trying to show you a little bit. Okay. This is not from the, this is just a scrap. It's not from the junk journal. I had already utilized this page for heaven only knows what. But I think it gives us a good contrast, yes. Okay, let's put that on. Good. And now this one. This is a trimming from the signature that is going in the junk journal. And I just thought by using those trimmings, you know, maybe it'll bring like some continuity. I mean, are you supposed to have continuity in a junk journal? I don't know. But I like that very, very much. Okay, we're doing good. I've got this little piece left over. I was thinking, yep, let's put that on there. Good. I like those layers, don't you? I think that looks great. Okay, looking around. Here, winter. Let's pull something out of this winter. And I know this ephemera is larger, but with that card, I think we can get away with it. Let's see. Here's some faux postage. Here's an owl. Oh, I like that. I like him a lot. Alrighty. Now, all those stickers were flowers. This is winter. I know what we'll do. Let's get him, well, what we're going to say is I've got this faux postage, which is just as good as labels, right? Yes. Okay. Now I already kind of cut this edge. That's all right. Let me see. I'm going to use these. I don't have the kind of scissors that's designed to make it look like postage. This is just those zigzag scissors. It'll come to me what they're called. Pinking shears. But I'm going to cut these like that. I'm trying to leave a little bit of that white. Alrighty. And let's put this up here. I think so. Love the faux postage now for our little owl. My glue stick is getting gloppy, and that's because it's getting near the end. And I don't blame that on Oohoo. All the different glue sticks I've used, when you're getting towards the end, they seem to get a little gloppy. I'm putting him up a little higher than I originally had him. And I'm just going to trim off. I'm going over the trash. There. All right, I like that. Needs inking. Got my, this is my, I use archival inks. I don't use distress inks, but this is the distress colors. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going with Vintage Photo. I'm going to turn a page. Well, oh, for goodness sake. Oh, this is nice. Oh, it's glued on. All right, well, we don't have time to goof around with that. Let's just, I want to put more of a frame, not just the edge. You know, sometimes it's just like we want the edge so that the white of the paper doesn't create such a statement, but I want a frame around this. All right, I like that, but I'm torn because an owl, yeah, now it comes off. An owl is supposed to kind of blend in with nature, and I think he kind of looks naturey now. But I kind of want to highlight him. But no, I won't. What I am going to do, though, is You've probably guessed, round the corners. And I've done enough of the inking that I'm not going to cut all the ink off. Okay. Looking good to me. If I sound odd, I'm still getting over whatever I've got to get over, and so I'm sorry for the nasal sound, but this has been going on for weeks. And okay, this is just like what we did. Do you mind doing it twice? I guess what we could do, the reason why I left this was I thought, you know, it's writing space, but isn't it so dark? I'm probably going to have to add something to it anyway. So let's work on this side this time, and then I can always add writing space to the other side. Okay, I've talked myself into it. Let's see. I'm going to use this again, though. I like it. I think it looks kind of natural and organic and cool. Let's get some glue on it. I feel like I should save this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to put it under here. Now, back to the glue book. I like that. Yes, I do. Okay, this was the other one that we used. Let's do that. And you know what? This is cut pretty straight. This time I'm going to cut this side pretty straight. You know, different look, different kind of junk. So the groundhog did not see his shadow. I know I talk about the weather so much, but it affects us so much, right? And they're saying early spring. I'm all about it. But to tell you the truth, once the holidays are over, I'm ready for spring. And I've rarely, if ever in my life, been in a position that I can just head south for some sun. Just, no, don't have it. All right, I'm going to dig in. Where is that bag of scraps? Where did you put it? Oh, here. And see, I'm going to grab it right now. Writing space. And put that on the other side. But what do I have in here that maybe we can use? Do I have any, like a picture of some kind? I don't think I really do. But we checked it out. Okay. So we did winter on that other one. How about this is leftovers from the making a bee journal also. But I think before I do that, I'm going to go ahead. That'll fit right on there. Looks very junk journal-y to me. I don't want it to stick. Okay. This is left over from one of my composition books that I turned into a journal, and I had to tear pages out of it because it was getting too thick, too heavy for the spine. And so I saved those, and I've just used them from time to time as writing space. There we go. Okay, so we've got our writing space. What's in here? I know some of this stuff is big, but like, look at this. I'm not crazy about the pink with the rust. This has some rust. Too big. But maybe there's something else in here that's got some rust. I'm looking. A lot of pink, a lot of magenta. These were obviously the bigger. Ooh, what about this? Okay, I don't mind that. Let's go with that. And I'm going to ink up the edges. I guess I should ink that up too. Okay, get the brown. Now this one has like a brown, almost like an ink mark, but when you cut it, it created a white edge. So let's just darken that down. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same on this, only more like I did the other one. I should turn this page. Okay. All right. Ink, ink, ink. And I'm not going to glue it yet because I want to see what else I can put with it. I've got these leftover bees, but most of them are pretty big. How about this kind of a cartoony one? I don't know why cartoony, more like, almost like a, yeah, almost like a coloring book type illustration. I think that looks great. It needs something over here. A little flower. Hang on. I'm shuffling stuff. See, I like purple and rust. Okay. All right, so this can get glued down. This is cardstocky. I'm going to use art glitter glue. It just, I can see how the paper underneath is already kind of warping, and that's from glue stick. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down with art glitter glue, because even if your work is just a little bit damp, art glitter glue can usually handle it. So down it goes. Oh, here. Say I had 2 pieces of paper towel just for this purpose. I see where one is on the floor. I'll get it. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to round these corners before we get any further, because if it heads into the glue, the corner rounder doesn't like to work either. Oh boy, they all came out so good, and then this one didn't. There we go. Okay, and it lifted this corner. That was from the punch. Put the corner down. Okay. Now a leaf. That looks fine. A flower. For leftovers, I think we're making some pretty nice ephemera. Let me know in the comments what you think. And a bee. Oops. Goopy glue catching on the legs. Okay. Oh, dear me. Okay. Ugh, my fingers. All right. What do you think? Good? Yeah, I think so too. All right. We'll set this one aside. We're really cooking on gas. At least it feels like it to me. All right, what's next in the stack? Aha. This is a window envelope. And if we use it in the junk journal, great. If we don't, it's okay. Like I said, I need ephemera. All right, I've got 2 glue books here, and I really, sorry if I bumped you, I really don't want to glue them together. All right, fresh glue page. Bees, we're going to the side for right now. And let's cover this. And you know what? Normally, these have been on this side of my envelope. I don't know why, but this one, this was a return. I was supposed to return it. All right, number 1, I'm going to seal it shut. I'm going to use art glitter glue. I'm going right over where the glue was to seal the envelope. Get that put down. Nice. All right. And now, we know this is too big. We know that. So, can I cut straight? Maybe if I go like right along that. Let's measure, because I want it to be able to fit things. I've had so many of these envelopes not fit. Yes, it should be fine, because that will put it at 5.5. A little more. Oh, maybe not. All right, let's go in a bit. I know that's, so I'll go here where the S in business is. All right, I hope that's straight. Oh, it's not. Dear me. Okay, that's a lot better. All right, I'm going to glue this down. It's a junk journal, right? But before I do, let's get something in here. And you know, we could even do that this way. Sure, we could. Let's do that. But let's get something inside. And I think book page is always nice. All right. Where's that ruler? That troublemaking ruler. Telling us things are too big. Okay. And let's see. Right about here. I'm going to go in a little bit because we don't need it all the way. And that can go here. Right about here. A little higher. All right. Let's see what that does. Look, that'll be fine. And I mainly want to get the edges because that's what will hang up when you're trying to put tags and things in there. Which this may or may not even show. But I find if I wait to do this, I'm always sorry. I always say to myself, why didn't you fix it at the beginning? So I'm taking a lesson out of my own book. All right. Now, get the bone folder because I don't want to seal it shut. I don't think I did. Okay, now covering this. Let's get into some of our scraps like this. There we go. I'm going to throw that away. I know you guys would stamp on it and just do all kinds of miracles with it. I'm not of that mindset right now. All right, let's glue this on and trim it up. Glue stick. Oh boy. Goopy, goopy. That's why I'm not putting the lid on. You know, normally I'm really quite obsessed with getting the lids back on, but I'm hoping this dries a little bit. It's almost a liquid. I thought I had something stuck to my arm. All right, now. See, that didn't seem wide enough. It isn't. It isn't. And I go just a tiny bit into the window itself. Oops. Let's move this down. Because the corners of it are rounded. So it's just easier for me to get it nicely covered, but not trying to use little pieces and try to go around that little corner. It's just not it's not worth it. Okay. Now we can put some of this like here. Can't we? No, we can't. Look, too skinny. It's okay. There'll be places for it because I know I've got more of these window envelopes. That can go there. Let's do that. Yeah, I haven't played with this glue stick enough, huh? I'm going to keep using it. They're too expensive to throw away just because they get goopy. At least that's how I feel about it. Okay. We are using up scraps and hopefully not making more. All right. Now, let's change gears here. I got this little scrap. That'll go nice. I'm not going to put it all the way down, though. There's no sense in covering up that pretty paper. All right, let's see. Now, good. Whenever I use a window envelope, people ask me, how did you cover it? So I'm glad to be doing this again. Because if you're looking for the easy way, I don't know it. But how much of this do we really want to cover with this? I really don't mind. All right. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen here. Well, Julie, what are you doing? Use the whole thing. There we go. Okay. Now we've got some space right here. Well, I'll trim it. If I don't keep trimming it, it's kind of hard to see what you're doing, you know? All right, now, here and here, let's get out the scraps. How about some red? This is from the junk journal. Yep. But see, I think I'll end up cutting the red off. Well, I can go in a bit because there's just plain. All right, let's do that. In a bit. All right. Did I get glue all the way? I think so. All right. Yeah, I'm not cutting off all the red. Good. Okay. This edge, see here? It's not really lining up with that edge. So I'm just going to give it a little trim. There, that's fine. And, you know, it was kind of a guessing game where to put the glue. So now I can get it on there better. Got a little something happening here. Okay, a little bit right there. And certainly not book page. All right, this is, again, not from the junk journal. This is left over from Valentine's, making Valentines. If you missed the Valentine presentation, you missed a good thing. We made gel print masterboards, and then I turned them into Valentines for my grandson and his class and his teachers, and it was a lot of fun. It's something you could definitely do with your family. All right, now I think we've got this envelope covered. Yes, we do. Little trim. And I don't know if it's too wet to put a thumb hole in. Let's get the bone folder. We didn't glue it shut. Good for us. Am I going it? Yeah, I'm going it right. All right, let's see. Yeah. Okay, good. Should we decorate it? I mean, that's kind of the idea, is to have finished, not just bases. So let's decorate this up. All right. I have over here birds. And I was just in kind of a bird mood. My girlfriend made these. Robin. Little brown birds. Let's see though. We kind of have a big space here, and so many times when I'm trying to do these things, it's like too big, too big, too big. So let's use up some of this space, but it still needs to be more of a portrait way, not a, well, that's nice. That's really nice. Let's do that. It says nest and eggs, familiar birds. Let's put it down. Now I saved this. We could use it for another pocket. You know, kind of that waste not, why not mentality. Alrighty. That looks nice, looks straight. Okay, up top, maybe one of those little birds. I don't know, they don't send me. Let's see. I don't know that I have little birds in here, but you don't know till you look. That's a roadrunner, I think. Maybe not. Nah, it's not, but it reminds me of it. I don't know. No. No. I'm going to look a little bit more in here. I'm setting these on the glue book and they're going to end up sticking. I have an egg. That looks a little lonely, huh? All right, let's see. Let's do that. I don't mind it going over the window. Yeah, I like it. Okay. He's got that really gray edge. I'm going to change that to be a little, I don't mind the color of gray, but it's so light. So I'm going to go, I have a gray. Hickory smoke. That's a gray color, isn't it? Yeah, because I don't want to do black soot. All right, I'm going in hickory smoke. Oh, this is the red one. Oh, well. Yeah, it's a little reddish. It's okay. It's better than the gray. I really don't mind it at all, to tell you the truth. Okay. I like it. I like it. Got some ink crumbs. All right. Ooh, glue stick. This is kind of neutrally red colors, and I don't mind it at all. And see, when we put a tag, I don't know that I have a, well, maybe. Let's look. Something, this is just, you know, pretend. But see, when we put something in there, won't that look pretty? Okay. You're probably like, I didn't see anything. Well, I tried. All right, you know what else I don't like? I don't like this dead-on white. Is this that red one that I dunked in the gray? That's better. Okay. I think we've got time for a couple more. There's this, which we can turn into a pocket. Let's see about scraps. Because I thought I put in here some of, yes, some of this. It's wrapping paper that I got in Happy Mail. And why don't we just cover it? What do you say? I am going to cut this right here. This one does not have a window. It's the other end of the envelope. So where's the top? This will be the top. So it's kind of a directional paper. All right, it won't stick. Thank you, Maya, again for the happy mail. Maya has been very generous. She's scaling down for a move. And she's been just so, okay, pay attention. I've got it right. You know what I mean? Top to bottom kind of thing. All right. And this one should definitely go in the junk journal for continuity, kind of. Because I've got a whole page of this. And then we can still add something to it when the time comes if we want. Now I'm going to get a thumb hole in here. It's a generous thumb hole. Okay. Good. Oh boy. I'm just looking now. I've got birds and things, and let's see. I know I said we should just leave it, but that's too big. Robin. You know what? I think I kind of fished most of the birds out of here. Flyaway bird. One bird looks like it's attacking another bird. All right, I am going to put, I know, but I'm looking at it, and it needs more. Definitely needs more. Cool background, but I'm going to go with a color that's not on there, like blue or purple. Yep, something that's going to show. Grab a leaf. Sorry, I know I said we'd call that done, but it just wasn't done. Okay. My next video, it's probably going to be a little bit more the same, because when we count out what we just did, you know that does not make a journal. You know it doesn't. And I literally have like nothing. Now this has that same gray edge as the other one, but I'm kind of okay with it for this particular pocket. So flying by the flower. Not my favorite. Hang on. Hang on. That helps. Yep, that's what we're going to do. That is what we are going to do. Another leaf. And pink in the back. It's kind of a pinky purpley. Yellow or gold, more towards the front. All right, I like it much better. Okay, now let's do a bit of a wrap up And I don't think you can see it yet, but the sun is coming around. I am probably going to just keep on going with this. So let's find a inker here. I did it right on my table. If you do it right away, you might get most of it up. Okay. All right. Let's make some room. The sun is heading our way, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments because it's a powerful sun. Yay. But let's just recap all we did. Okay, so we took an envelope, we cut it in half. We've got the window envelope, and then we've got his pal over here, and I like those very much. We did a couple of journaling cards. This one I added some writing space to the back, and I need to do the same on this, and I will do that. But those are great. We did 2 of these, didn't we? Oh, am I losing my mind? Well, maybe I only decorated one. I think that's what it is. So we did that. And then we've got a couple of little tags that we did. So yes, I think for an hour-ish, we did good, but we definitely need more. In the meantime, thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, today's the perfect day. Go ahead and subscribe. It's totally free. While you're there, hit the like button. And if you like this video, right in this corner, there's a video that was picked out just for you, and I will see you over there. Bye now.